Friends, who doesn't want to do more with less time? Everyone has 24 hours in a day, but have you noticed that some people can do so many things in 24 hours where there are people who struggle to do even few things in 24 hours? And guess what? Nobody takes birth in this planet being more productive than others. They consciously improve their productivity over time. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can decode productivity with a mathematical equation. Interesting, right? Beautiful mathematical equation. And let me give you a disclaimer. This is not the equation which I have come up with. I have learned about this equation recently from a productivity session by Ali Abdaal. And if you don't know who Ali Abdaal is, do search and find him and probably follow him as well. And by the way, the mathematical equation that I'm going to show you today will completely change your perspective on productivity. And not only the mathematical equation, I'll also translate that mathematical equation into beautiful illustrative examples, which will make you understand how you can use the concept of the equation in real life. But having said that, you need to completely watch the video from beginning to the end so that you can understand all the concepts of the video really well. And if you have not subscribed the channel yet, I'll give you 2 seconds to subscribe right now. So without further delay, let's get into this. So now, as you can see the screen, this is the whiteboard or the draft, the skeleton of the entire productivity concept. As you can see in the left hand side, we have a small yellow box where productivity is written. Now in the right hand side, you have an equation which is numerator by denominator, right? So let's simply understand what productivity means. Productivity can be translated into this equation, which is output divided by time. As simple as that. So productivity's mathematical equation can be translated into output divided by time, which basically means if you increase the output with the time that you have, you will have higher productivity. And if you decrease the output with the time that you have, then you have lower productivity. Now you might be wondering, what is that blue colored box on the top of the output box, right? So let me also help you with that. So the blue colored box is useful, which means useful output by time. You can do 50 different things with a limited period of time, but not all 50 things are useful. True productivity means you are doing useful output or you are doing useful stuff with the time that you have. So now the true productivity equation looks like this: useful output within the limited period of time that you have. So more useful output that you can derive out of the time that you have, you are more productive. And then you might be wondering, what is that plus sign with a small gray box in the right? I'll get into that later, but before that, let's go into the illustrative example. Now in the example, you can see there is, in the right hand side there is a engineer, in the left hand side there is a pilot, and in the middle there is a plane. So what are these pictures, and what are these pictures tell, right? So you are actually playing all these roles. So you are becoming pilot, you are becoming plane, and you are also becoming engineer in a day. So let's start with pilot. So what does a pilot do? Pilot helps to set the course of the plane. It decides in which direction the plane will fly, how much time the plane will take to get from point A to point B. It plans the course of the plane. And that's what you do when you are playing the role of a pilot. When you should play the role of a pilot, you can play the role of a pilot multiple times. But generally, you should play the role of a pilot before you start playing the role of a plane. For example, you can play the role of a pilot in the beginning of a week, where you decide what are those things that you want to accomplish in the whole week. You are jotting down those things, you are understanding these are the things that I want to accomplish. So you are playing the role of a pilot. You are setting the plan for your week. You can play the role of a pilot every day as well. In the morning, you can think that what are the things that you want to accomplish in that particular day, what are the stuff that you want to do, what are the outputs that you want to generate in that particular day, and then allocate time for those things for the entire day. Once you have done this exercise as a pilot, then the next thing that you need to do is becoming a plane. But please understand, like once you have done this exercise as a pilot, you should not waste your energy for being pilot again. So you know that what you need to do in a day, you don't think about it anymore. you know, and you go ahead and become a plane, because now you need to execute. You have a complete clarity on what you need to execute because you have already played the role of a pilot. Now it's time that you actually execute. So how much time should you allocate for being a pilot? You should allocate around 20% of the time to play the role of a pilot. And once you have done that, the majority of the time will go as being executing the plan, which is being the plane itself. And how much time you should spend in executing? You should spend majority of time in executing, which is around 70%. Now the beauty is here, once you have decided what you need to do, you don't think about it again, right? So now it's time for you to execute, which basically helps to save so much of time and back and forth in your mind space that will improve your productivity to a huge extent. That is the importance of segregating these roles in a day or a week, which will help you immensely. Now you must be wondering, 20% plus 70% makes it 90%. Where is the rest of the 10%? So rest of the 10% gets allocated in the right hand side where you see the picture of an engineer. So what does an engineer do? When you are playing a role of an engineer, you are actually optimizing while you are executing. Now please understand, you are only optimizing. You are not reinventing the wheel. You are not thinking what you need to do. You are not adding any new stuff to your schedule, because that's the job of a pilot. Your job as an engineer, just to make sure if you can do a little bit of efficiency here and there, if you can get a little bit of more productivity while you are executing anything, that's what the engineer will do to continuously, try and find out the areas of efficiency, right? And then an engineer's job is also to feed to the pilot next time when you are playing the role of a pilot, how you should schedule so that you can better execute and improve your productivity in terms of the execution. So you're also doing a feedback loop to the role of a pilot, where you are telling the pilot, this is the schedule which is working for you, this is the schedule probably you need to tweak, and this is where you need to probably tweak a little bit next time. So basically the engineer's job is to help the plane as well as the pilot on a continuous basis. But please note that you are not spending too much time being an engineer. You're only spending 10% of the time being an engineer. Optimize is a regular thing, but you need to optimize a little bit. You don't have to spend too much time to become perfect. If you're going into that mode that you are spending 80% time to attain perfection as an engineer and optimizing again and again, trying to do all the things perfectly, you will not be able to go anywhere. So that is the reason it is very important that you understand these roles and the amount of time that you allocate for these roles, so that you don't spend too much of a time on each of these roles. This is key for improving your productivity. So now it's time to come to the equation again. Now, as I had mentioned in the beginning, there is a small gray box on the right hand side of the equation which I didn't reveal. Now it's the time that I reveal. So this gray box is fun. As simple as that. So you will be more productive if you're having fun on the thing that you're doing. If you're not having fun, then it will be very difficult to sustain that productivity. So you need to instill a little bit of fun in the elements that you're doing, because that will help to sustain on that productivity, and you will be motivated to do the pilot role of a pilot, and most importantly you'll be motivated to execute in a more optimized manner continuously. So do allocate more time on the things that is important as well as a little bit more interesting for you. If you are pushing yourself to do things which are not interesting for you, or you are not having fun doing that, more often than not you will not be that productive in that area. But again, everything that you do will not be full of fun. You probably need to consciously think about some interesting elements in that particular work that you are doing, so that it becomes a little bit more fun. Because if you can add a little bit fun factor to the work that you are doing, it will completely change the game. So that's what the productivity equation looks like, and these are the roles that you play every day, every week, every month, unconsciously or consciously. What I am trying to achieve here is to make sure that you play this role consciously. You allocate time that these roles deserve, because then and then only you'll be able to improve your productivity and you'll be able to achieve greater heights. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe the channel, hit like and share this video with others. Having said that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.